So while I was in Nagoya, I ended up in a place called Inuyama by accident, but it was kind of cool. Basically, Ayaka-kun's mom, Mizuyo-san, decided to introduce me to her English teacher, Koji-san, who's a 70-year-old man from Japan who gives no fucks about anything. He is like the funniest friggin' old guy I have ever met. And basically, like, if there was a sign that said, "Do not touch," Koji-san would touch. If there was a sign that said, "Watch your head," Koji-san would bump into that thing. So they were incredibly amusing people. They were super nice to me, and they took me to some place called Inuyama Castle. And Inuyama Castle is one of 5 national treasures of Japan, but it is amongst 12 different castles. And these castles are meant to protect the area around.
In the castle, the road is winding like this. It for shooting guns and
Yeah, so it's structured to protect you.
They were erected, or at least this one was, by the Totoho Syndicate, I think? Not Syndicate, oh my god, Shotoget. Jesus, Syndicate is a gang. Shotoget, I think, is the right word. And this building was a walk upwards, which is not a bad thing, because in British Columbia we have a lot of mountains, but it was high. This castle, instead of being wide like most European castles, was tall. And it was interesting to see how narrow the pathways to get up were, and what was on each level. There was like an armory on one level, there was outfits on another level, you would shoot things on another level, and when you get to the top, I recorded it, but I was also on the wall just like this, because I do not do well with heights. So after seeing this castle, we basically wandered down into the little town, and there are smaller museums kind of explaining the festival within that area and how it came to be and what they did. And one of the most exciting things to see was the floats. They were the size of buildings. There's 13 of them for the 13 districts of that Inuyama area, and each float would have to be operated by 20 guys pushing and pulling it, and inside the float would be musicians, people to hype up the party, lanterns, and puppeteers. And these puppets were super complicated. They had their own museum. Basically their strings were so intricate that they would move heads and eyelashes and fingers, and they would do things. It took about 5 guys underneath a box to maneuver them. And so imagine just all these people packed into a big building like float, pulled by others, and that was kind of the main draw of that area.
How do you like these for puppets?
we went to the seashore. There are some children tricking for the turtle, and don't do that. So thanks to his help, the turtle invited to the palace under the sea. There was a beautiful girl named Otohime, and when she enjoyed the long days at the palace, she gave the tamatebako,
The gift.
Their gift for him. But she said, "Don't open this box."
And did he open it?
But she was at last very lonely because it became the long years passed. There was no his relatives and parents. So she at last she opened his box. She became an old man suddenly.
They also had another place in Inuyama, but far away from the castle, where they protected buildings from the Meiji period, protected and collected. And they're like massive colonial houses, so that was also very interesting to see. So if you are ever in Inuyama, definitely check out those things. And I had a bunch of common street food, as well as some soba, but like good soba noodles, zaru soba. We have them again in Vancouver, but the sauce it's not as delicious. Like there are other things that they add to it that make it so much better. So Mizuyo-san and Koji-san were great hosts. I got taken to conveyor belt sushi, which made me happy.
What? Sushi bar. This one thing made my whole trip.
Many.
Just
By
look.
Baby boom.
Yeah.
There are many waiting.
And it's just made my whole trip worthwhile. So you can find the best of friends in the most unlikely of places. Anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for listening to me. Bye.